already written to the United Nations and 15 other countries to start getting this money back into Kenya, and the hope is that if you assume office, the money will be back in Kenya. Have you had any response from these countries?
No, I have not heard, and I appreciate that we are in the period of elections, but I'm glad to know that things we've done, for us our 100 days already started, if you wish, by that effort, and also calling for the Unga subsidy, which was effected. But they are listening. We've got goodwill from out there. We've got great friends from out of Kenya. And I know they too have been saying they wish Kenya can have a president who is speaking the things I'm speaking. I've not heard from them, but I know they are looking at goodwill. You know, I can mention a couple of other things. During the Jubilee period, we have signed instruments with the Swiss government. The Prime Minister was sometime back here in Kenya with Theresa May, when she was the Prime Minister, about repatriating our funds which are out there.
All right, but you are also on record having said that if these countries do not work with you and your government, you will cut off diplomatic ties. How practical is that?
Well, why isn't it? Why can't it be done? If a country is holding our money, it knows that it is supposed to be Eurobond money, or it is money from SGR, and it's aware. What else are we talking about? International cooperation, international friendship? How can you refer to a person, and here I mean a nation, as your friend? But what I know is that a lot of countries have been willing to send back our money. It's only that there have been no goodwill with the current leadership, the immediate past, and the leadership that wishes to be recycled.
But if they do not, will you cut off diplomatic ties?
Everything is on the table. Kenya needs to move forward. There has to be hard measures. But I can tell you, it won't need to get there. There's goodwill out there. There has been a cry. It's the other nations that they have even got a lot of dossier than I have of what has been done in this nation. And this has nothing to do with somebody who has worked hard and earned. It's Kenyan money, some of it which has been given to us from out there, and yet we have not used it carefully. But you also referred me to,
yes,
is it about manufacturing regulations?
We will get back to that, but this is important. Are you telling our traditional partners and allies that everything is on the table, including cutting ties? If
oh, yes, yes. That's what David Mwaure, Wahiga, is saying.
Do you not think that would have a massive negative impact on our country, our economy, our development?
Imagine you are a nation called Simiriti and you are holding 10 trillion that is supposed to be Kenyan money. You know it. What then can we talk about? Rights, human rights? What more human rights? We are not in a state of war as a nation. Surpasses, you are saying, look here, Kenya. There are these individuals, 1, 2, 3, 4, who are holding your money. We have traced it using the various instruments, using the various secret agents and other, and we know it is part of this. I mean, like for instance, and it must be common knowledge, there are nations right now that have come with laws. If you take money out there, and you are not able to tell who it is appropriated that nation, by that nation, and used for development. Kenyan wealth is being used to develop other nations. It is immoral. It is wrong. You are not a friend of Kenya if you are using Kenyan money to develop your nation. Kenyans are suffering now. They need their money back. Bring our money back is our campaign.
Whichever country it is, including the US, the United Kingdom, you're telling them tonight, you'll go for them.
Oh yes, yes. Yes, everybody. You are holding our money. The nations you have mentioned have brought democracy to us. They have done a lot of good things to us. But you know what? I am telling you, 99% of them have wanted to. What we have missed in this nation is a leadership, is goodwill. It's a leadership says, let's do it. This country will not be the same 5 years down the line. This nation will be a nation where you will want to invest in. This nation has that potential. It's our time. It's our season. That's what I'm saying. I am actually passing a message to them.
Take us back to the economy now. Manufacturing, regulations, and trade. Take us back there.
Yes. You asked me, could those also be problems? We have to change also in a number of things in the way we do we do business. Granted, one could argue and say 65, maybe 70 of our regulations are good, but we can improve on them. Corruption has been a big problem. Bureaucracy has been the other problem. Very high taxation, particularly the corporate tax, has been a problem in Kenya. We've got to think twice. Yes, of course, I mentioned the key one has been corruption. I was there and I was grown up. I was working in the year 2002 when we got in the Kibaki regime. And I am aware, and I got it from people who knew, how nations come to Kenya. Because within the first 4 months, there was such